Okay, we have a Civilian Service Award to one of our police clergymen, Rabbi Moshe David Urban. He's a little shy, so he probably didn't want to come up to get his award, but I would just like to say that Rabbi Urban has been a police clergyman now, and by virtue of him being one of our police chaplains, he holds the honorary rank of captain. It is purely honorary. You can't order anybody around, although sometimes he might like to. He tries to order me around, but anyway, on September 11th, 2009, at approximately 10 a.m. in the morning, there was an incident where there was a very serious motor vehicle accident on Route 9, just south of James Street. As a result, a vehicle struck a pole, wires came down, one of the panel trucks had just filled up its tank, the fire caused the tank to rupture. It was a mess. It was a mess. We had a significant portion of that area was without power. There was a threat of fire. Rabbi Urban, at risk to himself, went and evacuated several nearby schools, and he provides continuous support to the officers and does an outstanding job for us every day. So we'd like to thank him for that. Okay, two more. The next civilian awards are to security personnel at Georgian Court University, Chief Tom Zambrano, Officer Jonathan Sanchez, and Officer Christopher Malone. We have an excellent relationship with Georgian Court University and their security department, headed by Chief Tom Zambrano. And this award is being given for an incident that occurred on June 24, 2009, approximately 1 p.m. in the afternoon. It was reported to security that a child was locked in the vehicle. The security was able to open the door of the vehicle and render first aid to the child. The child was ultimately transported by Hatzola to Kimball Medical Center, where he suffered no ill effects. So we'd like to thank you. Okay, last but not least, our last civilian award is to Aaron Kubileski. Aaron, as you may or may not know, is head of the Lakewood Civilian Safety Watch organization. I've got to tell you, I was a little skeptical in the beginning when this organization was proposed to go out in the streets and patrol around Lakewood. But through the efforts and I think Mayor Lichtenstein, Committeeman Lichtenstein, our police liaison, finally convinced me, kind of twisted my arm and convinced me. And I sat down with Aaron and we worked out what the program would be, and that these civilians would ride around in their cars and essentially be a force multiplier by being the eyes and ears of the police department. They don't get out of their vehicles, so their safety is not in jeopardy. And if they see something suspicious, they pick up the phone and they give us a call. And it has resulted in at least several arrests of people burglarizing homes, people burglarizing cars, and other suspicious people who are up to no good. So definitely a great asset for Lakewood and also an asset for working with the police department. And I thank you very much. tonight. I promise the next award ceremony will not be a year and a half, 2 years from now. Certainly, we'd like to do this every year. The officers here certainly deserve the recognition and your praise and your applause, and I'm happy to have them here this evening. In closing, I'd like to turn over the microphone to our police liaison, and I'd like to thank the mayor and the entire committee for all their support that they've shown to the police department this year and previous years. Thank you.
On behalf of the mayor and the township committee, I'd like to thank you all for coming out here this evening. The second portion of our meeting is going to be some really interesting laws that we pass and stuff about like no parking, so if anybody wants to stay for it, you're more than welcome to as opposed to go to your celebration. But the truth is, first and foremost, of course, I want to let all the police officers and the civilians that assisted know that you are topmost in the minds of our committee when we have our prayers, and we think of you, and the entire Lakewood Township thanks you for your service. I think the chief said a lot about that, and I don't need to continue to explain all the actions that the officers took. I think there's also another group of people in this room that we should be recognizing. When I come home from work every day, I see my children, I see my wife, my mother gives me a call, what happened at work. You know, maybe the worst thing that happened was one of the employees or a boss gave me a hard time. I never came home from work and said, well, today, when the gun was pointed at me, I managed to disarm the guy. I ran into the burning building. Today, I had an opportunity to climb into a hotel that was on fire and evacuate people. I don't have to put a bulletproof vest on when I go into my office every day. And I know how many, very many people in this room, fathers, mothers, family members, siblings, children, spouses, I know how, I guess I can't say I know, I can only imagine how very difficult it is for you when you hear that something happened in Lakewood and you're at home. When you hear that there's another story and then it takes you a second, well, was he or she at work today? Was he or she in a patrol car? Were they in court today, or were they on the team that goes in to do no-knock entries? Or were they in the protective bureau? Where were they today? I'm sure your heart skips a beat. So to all of you family members, we appreciate you lending us your loved ones to protect and serve our township and to keep it a safe place. And again, on behalf of the Township Committee, the Mayor and the Township Committee, thank you all so much for coming out here tonight. My understanding is that this chief, there's something upstairs for the families to go up to. Conference room C. And if I could just ask for one last moment, all the officers who were recognized can come up so that their families can take a group photo of everybody together. Everybody feel free to get up and take out your cameras. Civilians that are recognized, please come join them. Everybody please come up and get your photos. Thank you.